Do you still remember what your first crush looked like in the day you met them? Maybe you can still picture their face, their smile, or even what they were wearing even though that happened years ago. But here's the strange part. Why can you remember something from years ago yet struggle to remember what you had for lunch last week? The answer lies in how memory works. In general, we have two main types of memory: short-term memory and long-term memory. Imagine your mom asks you to buy 2 cartons of milk, a dozen eggs, and a box of chocolate. You'll probably remember that list long enough to complete the task, but after you bought everything, your brain starts letting the information fade away. Why? Because it no longer serves a purpose. Now imagine a month passes and your mother asks you to buy the exact same items again. Would you still remember the list? Probably not. She would likely have to remind you. That's short-term memory. Information stored temporarily until it's no longer needed. But what about long-term memory? Surprisingly, long-term memories begin as short-term memories. The difference is that they go through a process called consolidation. Think of consolidation as your brain deciding this information is important enough to keep. But the difference between short-term memory and long-term memory isn't just about how long they last. It's also about where they're stored. Short-term memory has very limited space. Every short-term memory faces one of two fates. It either gets consolidated into long-term memory or it gets forgotten forever. Short-term memory are primarily processed in the part of the brain called hippocampus. If they're not discarded, they're gradually consolidated and stored in the cerebral cortex. Interestingly, different types of memory are stored in different regions of the cortex. If you're remembering what someone looks like, the information is associated with the visual cortex. Memories of person's voice, on the other hand, involve different auditory perceived area of the brain. But here's a fascinating question. How much information can human brain actually store? Scientists don't know the exact number, but some estimates suggest that the brain's store capacity could be around 2.5 petabytes. To put that into perspective, it's equivalent to millions of hours of television content. And somehow, all of that fits inside the 3 found organs sitting inside your skull. Pretty amazing, isn't it? The next time you forget where you left your keys, remember, your brain isn't necessarily bad at remembering things. It's just constantly deciding what information is worth keeping. See you in the next video, and as always, thank you.